Hi, I'm Rachel Ficking. Welcome to my channel, Jemima London. So we're coming towards the end of the year. This is my penultimate video for 2024, and this is a precursor to next week's video. So this week I've chosen my 10 favourite patterns from 2024. They're just for, well, I've chosen for different reasons, because I think they're either classics, I think they're really useful pieces for your wardrobe, or I think they're on trend. So I'm going to go through them now in no particular order. And what I thought would be fun is if you can put in the comments and tell me which is your favourite one. And if enough people respond, if there's one that comes out on top, I promise you I'll make it in January and I'll do a video about it. So let's begin. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Atelier Skamit. Sorry, I am looking at my notes. I can't remember all of this. The Atelier Skamit Pulp Bodysuit, which is a French pattern. It's paper or PDF, sizes 6 to 24 in UK sizes. I think this is a really versatile piece, and I believe from the description on their website you can actually make it into a top, so it's more of a blouse top. You don't have to have the sort of the body section at the bottom if you don't want, and I think I actually included this in my video about French sewing patterns, and I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in French sewing patterns, and there are some beautiful ones. So I did feature it in that. So that was my first choice. And I just think a bodysuit, I've got a couple of bodysuits, but this is more like a blouse bodysuit. I just think it's really, really useful. Okay. Now the second one is a true classic, and it's from the Modern Sewing Company, and it's their classic shirt PDF pattern, sizes UK 4 to 28. So it's a real classic in as much as it's got a very simple front button wrap, it's got a collar and a stand, it's got a cuff fastening with a flat placket, and it's also got a back yoke, and the back of the shirt pleats into the back yoke. So I suppose I've chosen this one because I just think it's kind of the ultimate shirt shape. You could make it in a crisp cotton, you could make it in a linen, you could make it in a soft silk crepe de chine or a viscose crepe, and you'd get very different looks. So I think in your sort of range of patterns, if you had this pattern, I think it would be extremely useful. Okay. Moving on to another classic from the Maker's Atelier. This is the Blazer pattern. Again, all these are PDFs, by the way. Sizes UK 4 to 22. You can make this lined or unlined. It's got a faux sleeve placket with button details. It's got, well, you can have 4 front pockets, or you could have 3, or you could have 2. It's entirely up to you, and it's got 3 front buttons, and I love the way they've styled it in these pictures. So you've got it just as is, and then you've got it belted on the other model, and I just think it's a fab shape. You could make it in linen, you could actually make it in a rigid jersey, like a lightweight ponte, you could make it in denim, you could make it in broderie, you could make it in like lace with some backing. There's so many things you could do with a basic classic shape like that, and put it into lots of different fabrics, and it would immediately take the garment into another direction. You know, if you mounted some lace on a plane, it could be an evening wear piece. You know, in denim you could add top stitching. It's a day wear sort of casual, smart casual piece in a dark denim or a wash denim, or casual again. I like pieces, a bit like the classic shirt from the Modern Sewing Company. I like patterns that you can do a lot of different things with, so you get a lot of value out of them. Okay, this next one is from Puff and Pencil, and it's their zip vest with the 2-piece sleeve. I think it's a really great, it's quite 90s, it's a really nice fitted shape, and it's got this zip front, the high collar, 2-piece sleeve, and then the actual front and back of the jacket, or vest as they call it, is panelled. So in this in their photographs they've got contrasting colour. It's not their leather or leatherette, I think it's probably leatherette, and it looks really good. You could do like a satin and matte, you could do the contrast with different textures, you could do it with different prints, you could just do it in one fabric and bring out the seam detail in top stitching, edge stitching, or foot stitching, a bit like denim or twin needling. There's so many different things again that you could do with this pattern. And I haven't actually made any puff and pencil patterns up, but I am familiar with them in as much as I'm seeing them all the time when I'm researching for my videos. And there'll be people out there that are way more knowledgeable about their patterns than me. I realise that. So if you have any comments, do chip in underneath here. You can buy their patterns, and they'll have different components like different collars and different sleeves, and in actual fact there is an option on their website to sort of build your own pattern. So they'll have the body of a dress or the body of a jacket or a top, and then you add the sleeves of your choice and the collar of your choice. So it's really clever, and I think that idea works really well. So that is the zip vest with droopy sleeve from Puff and Pencil. Okay, another one, well, there are two in one here, both from the Maker's Atelier. This ensemble has caught my eye for quite some time. I think I saw it on the fold line initially, and it's their drawstring neck top and their ultimate pencil skirt. And you know, it's like when you look at clothes on a fashion website for sale, like, I don't know, in Hobbs or Liberty or wherever you shop, and they photograph it really well and they style it really well, and the fabrication and the colour, and it just all works perfectly. And I just think this silver colourway just sells it. It just looks $8 million. It looks like really high-end designer, I think, anyway. And I'm really inspired to make this at some point in the new year. And the top, I'm just looking at my notes here, it's the drawstring. It's got a drawstring neck, and I think you've got to use an elasticated cord, and then the sleeve cuff is actually elasticated, but it's also a dress, so it's a blouse or a dress, so you've got two in one from that pattern. And the ultimate pencil skirt also is a bit of a two-in-one, because there were sort of two versions of the pattern. You can make it in jersey with a very simple elasticated waist and a centre back split, or you can make the woven version, which is also pretty simple: centre back split, centre back zip, very simply finished waist edges. Actually, I don't think there's a waistband. You've got front darts as well, obviously, to give it shape. So two really versatile patterns there from the Maker's Atelier. Okay, we've got a few Vogue patterns coming up, because I do love Vogue patterns. This next, well, it's another ensemble. So blouse and pants, it's Vogue V1704 from Rachel Comey. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Paper pattern this time. I'm sorry, I did say they were all PDF, and they're not, because also obviously the Vogue patterns are paper. So UK sizes, you've got two sets, either 8 to 16 or 16 to 24. The blouse, it doesn't have a front opening, but it's got a side zip fastening, excuse me a second, with this beautiful sleeve shape. I think it's absolutely stunning. And the pants, really nice narrow classic pant with the standard sort of fly front opening, side pockets with a back welt pocket, a nice narrow leg. I think it's lovely, absolutely lovely. So two in one there from Vogue Patterns. The next is also from Vogue Patterns, V1883 crisscross halter dress. I looked at this pattern for quite some time, quite longingly. I think it's quite sort of Donna Karan. It isn't, but it could be, couldn't it? Again, it's paper from Vogue with two size sets, 6 to 14 or 14 to 22. And it's got this lovely crossover halter neck detail. I think it's a fabulous piece. You could make it in evening wear fabrics in autumn winter, or you could just do something very summery, you know, Liberty print Tonna Lawns, broderie, or, you know, a lightweight cotton. Okay, number 9 from Sister Mag. Again, this is another pattern I've looked at for quite some time. I think it is so cute. It's their 66-2 winter dress. PDF Euro sizes 34 to 50, and there are lots of options here. It's in 2 lengths. It's got optional sleeves. it's got this really quirky optional patchwork hem detail and pockets as well. But I actually think, ignoring the pockets, ignoring the sleeves, ignoring the patchwork detail in the two lengths, it could be a winter or a summer dress regardless. You could do it in a lightweight stretch cotton, or you could do it in a heavier ponte. It looks like some sort of stretch woolen that they've made it in here. And it's just a great shape though, isn't it? A really, really great shape and a really versatile shape. So lots of different things you could do there with that pattern from Sister Mag. And last but by no means least, it's the first time I saw this was when I was researching this video, Vogue V1617 from Zandra Rhodes. I'm a Zandra Rhodes fan. When I was growing up, she was very much the thing. And yeah, so anything Zandra Rhodes, I'm on it. This lovely jumpsuit, and it's got a feeling of the kimono about it. The loose fit, nice neck binding detail, the big kimono sleeve, and the tie waistband is kind of, I don't know whether it's attached or not, I can't work it out. If anybody's made it and they know, do chip in below. This kind of like an obi belt look, which I think is great. The wide flared legs and the elasticated waist. So that was my last one. So as I said earlier, if you like any one of them in particular, please put a note, put a message to me below. Is there a pattern that is your absolute standout favourite of 2024? And if enough of you comment with your favourite pattern out of the ones that I've shown you, I promise you I will make it. Or if there are a couple, I will make them, because I'd like to be doing more of that on the channel. I hope you enjoyed my selection. So, as I'm filming this, it's Friday the 20th of December, so only a few more days to go to the big day. I've got 12 people coming for lunch on Wednesday on Christmas Day. I'm pretty much done everything I can do. I've got to wrap a few more presents. I'm leaving my food shopping till Monday. Just because I can, I've got time to do it on Monday. I was going to get delivery, but I like shopping, so I'm going to get up at the crack of dawn and go to the supermarket at 6 o'clock in the morning and hopefully beat the crowds. So I've got to do that. Next week's video is my top 10 makes of 2024, some of which you'll have seen, some of which you haven't seen, so please watch that. And yeah, so I'm just going to leave you with some festive filming that I've done this week of me doing Christmassy things, decorating the house, etc. I do love Christmas. It's my absolutely favourite time of year because it's an excuse to go shopping, eat lots of nice food and decorate the house with lots of fairy lights. So it's probably as good as it gets. So yeah, so have a good week. Hope you have a nice Christmas, and I will see you next Sunday for my 10 favourite makes of 2024. So I hope to see you then. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.